Good morning, all. Welcome. I'm Allison Dillon-Jochen with Arts Huntsville, and I want to welcome you here today, and I want to give a special thanks and a special shout out to Jennifer Moore and her team here at the Huntsville-Madison County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Each spring, we are always so excited to come here to the CVB to announce the plans for our upcoming Panoply Arts Festival, because here at the CVB, they help us to promote Panoply, and they promote our arts and entertainment scene all year round. So thank you to the team here at the CVB. Again, I'm Allison Dillon-Jochen, Executive Director with Arts Huntsville, and you may have noticed, but each week in Huntsville, the city is welcoming newcomers. Now, you don't have to be in Huntsville for very long before you understand that this community has one long-standing tradition. The last weekend in May, for 43 years, the arts overtake downtown as we celebrate the annual Panoply Arts Festival. Panoply is the Southeast's premier arts weekend, where Huntsville's innovative spark shines through a festival of art, music, and more. And so we are so thrilled to be here today to share with you our plans for the 43rd Panoply Arts Festival, scheduled for downtown Huntsville's Big Spring Park from April 25th through the 27th. Now, if you've been to Panoply over the last 3 years, you have experienced 3 days of sun, fun, art, music, and so much more. And joining us in the park each year since 2022 has been our Panoply partner and presenting sponsor, Mazda Toyota Manufacturing. We're so grateful for MTM's support, and we're thrilled to have them back with us in the park this year for our 43rd festival. You'll hear more from our friends at MTM in just a few moments, as we're thrilled to have Jessica Luther from MTM here with us, representing their great team. And we just want to say a special thank you to MTM for all of your support. Thank you so much, Jessica. Now, as we've been working with our amazing volunteer team to plan for this year's festival, there's one thing we keep saying. This year's festival is going to look unlike any other. After all, if you've been to downtown Huntsville, you know we have this beautiful new city hall overlooking Big Spring Park, and there's this exciting construction as the old city hall comes down, and they make way for this beautiful new expansion of Big Spring Park, which I'm personally excited about because it's going to be a great canvas for future Panoplies. But what that means for us this year is that with the construction on the east side, we're going to take all of the Panoply action back into Big Spring Park, Maine this year and fill it to the brim with art, music, and more. But I'm really excited to announce that that means we are bringing back 3 gateways to the festival this year, because we've been missing one for a few years. So in order to get to Panoply this year, you can find us on Church Street, at the Church Street Gate, or at Williams Avenue by Big Spring Park, and the return of the Monroe Street Gate directly across from the BBC. And all of our gateways are proudly presented by our friends at Huntsville Utilities. Now, once you come into the park, you'll be bringing your bag chair or your blanket, and you're going to get into the park, and you're going to go right to the heart of the park, to our Panoply Showcase stage, presented by Pepsi. And that is where you'll find the music part of Panoply Arts Festival. Across the weekend, you'll enjoy 17 great musical performances, from jazz to R&B, rock to pop, indie to alt-rock, and folk to Americana. And we will open the festival on Friday night with our friends from the Common Man. Now, the Common Man Band made their musical debut with us at Arts Huntsville at Concerts in the Park in 2022. And since then, the Common Man Band, this explosive indie pop husband and wife duo, has been raising the profile of Huntsville's music scene everywhere they play. And Common Man Band will lead into our Friday night headliner, single-up record sensation, Billy Allen and the Pollies. Now, the Pollies first played Panoply back in 2016, and Billy Allen made his Panoply debut with Trick Zipper Trio back in 2023. So we are thrilled to welcome them back this year as a duo for Billy Allen and the Pollies on Friday night. That leads us right into Saturday, and for Saturday, we start the music lineup at Panoply right when our gates open at 10 a.m. On Saturday, we showcase a great mix of new and returning bands, including a special returning performer as our Saturday night headliner. Now, if you know us, you know we love a good Panoply story, and after 43 years, we have a few of them. But I want to take us back to 2010, which ironically, was my first official festival. And in 2010, a band from Florence called Alice in Thunderland made their Panoply debut. Now, in talking with Philip Levins, their guitarist recently, we learned that that was a pretty special gig for them because it was their first out-of-town gig. Now, fast forward 15 years, from 2010 to 2025, and Philip Levins will be returning to the Panoply stage as a headliner with Carver Commodore, a band that marries a refined pop-leaning style with their traditional garage rock band sound. In addition to this lineup of music, new to the festival also this year will be a great mix of DJs to play throughout the evening on Friday and Saturday nights to ensure that the music keeps spinning and the crowds keep moving all weekend long. But Panoply's music lineup doesn't end there, as Sunday in the Park will feature 6 music performances from the time we open to the time we close. And the festival's 2025 music showcase will end with a sneak peek at the set that will be performed at the Orion as the opener for the Avett Brothers in May by newly formed Huntsville root rocks band, the Red Flags. And now at Arts Huntsville, we are thrilled to celebrate and elevate Huntsville's music scene. And we're excited to once again partner with the City of Huntsville's music office to take care of all of these great musicians at the Panoply Green Room. Again, music for everyone all throughout the weekend. But again, if you know Panoply, you know what I'm about to say. That's just the music side of Panoply because we've got art and music. And this year, the Panoply Art Marketplace is going to bring more artists than ever before right into the heart of Big Spring Park. You'll come in at the Church Street gate and you'll be greeted by artists. You'll walk around the park, you'll walk around the water, and artists will take you right over to Monroe Street. As of today, we have 116 artists attending Panoply from 20 states and Canada. Now, not only do these artists join us from as far away as Massachusetts, Wisconsin, Texas, and Ontario, they also have to be juried into the festival. And they're juried in based on their artistic excellence in their chosen discipline, whether that's play or photography, jewelry, or painting. And this year, I'm very proud to say that once again, we had over 260 artists apply from across the country to join us in Huntsville for the Panoply Arts Festival. Again, 116 of those lucky artists were accepted, and that means that you will see many of your favorite returning artists this year, as well as 45 artists that will be making their Panoply debut. Again, if you know Panoply, you know we love our festival traditions, but we also love bringing new elements to the festival. So I'm excited to share that this year, for the first time ever, Panoply Weekend coincides with the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. The Comic Expo is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. And on Panoply Weekend, we've been collaborating with their founder, Jeremy Long, who's here with us today. And we will welcome Expo goers to the festival as we celebrate being their official Expo after party on Saturday night. Now, Expo goers can come to the park and enjoy Carver Commodore, but they can also stop by our Panoply store and pick up a Panoply poster or a Panoply t-shirt featuring our Panoply poster art. This year we wanted to lean into both Panoply and our art and music and our neighbors and friends at the Huntsville Comic Expo. So we feel like we selected the perfect Panoply artist this year to celebrate both. I am delighted to share that this year's Panoply poster artist is Huntsville's very own Danny Cottingham. If you've been in Huntsville for any amount of time, you probably encountered Danny's playful artwork that celebrates our Rocket City identity through a blend of rockets, robots, and sci-fi artwork. So when Danny put on his thinking cap to see how we'll celebrate Panoply this year, he really did a great job for us, and we are so thrilled to now unveil his Panoply 2025 poster artwork. Without further ado, I invite Danny Cottingham and Jessica Luther to join us up here. Come on up. And they together will unveil Danny's poster artwork titled Invasion of the Arts. Long history with Panoply, and so we are thrilled to feature you this year as our Panoply poster artist. And again, if you've been to the festival in recent years, you know that our friends at Mazda Toyota make this artwork come to life, larger than life. So to hear about what our friends from MTM have in store for you at Panoply, I'm thrilled to welcome Jessica Luther. Jessica.
those of you who don't know, although Mazda Toyota Manufacturing is a joint venture between Mazda and Toyota, we're our own company and we only exist in North Alabama. So we have a ton of hometown pride. Our team absolutely loves joining Arts Huntsville and pretty much the entire Southeast region at Panoply every year. And we have a booth set up. Our team members love engaging with the attendees of Panoply. But what is most fun for us is to take one of our Huntsville-made vehicles, the Mazda CX-50 or the Corolla Cross, and every year we wrap it with a custom-designed piece of artwork that is inspired by Danny's art this year. So we can't wait for you to see our team out at this wonderful event, and we can't wait for you to see a custom Corolla Cross that has this special comic expo and Panoply kind of meshed together, and it will all be out there supporting Arts Huntsville and all of the local artists. Thanks.
Thank you, Jessica. We truly love being out in the park with your MTM team, so thank you. All right, there you have it. Art, music. Oh yeah, there's more. There's always more. There's always more at Panoply, and it's truly through the more where Huntsville's innovative spark shines. You'll find more at Panoply, starting with Steam Street, presented by our friends and innovators at Toyota Alabama. Along Steam Street is where you'll find 6 new STEAM interactives: science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And they'll line the lake there at Panoply. Once you've traveled down Steam Street, you'll find yourself at Creativity Corner, sponsored by Virginia and Parker Griffith. And this is where you'll find 5 more unique art activities. And right by Creativity Corner, you'll find 2 of our most popular destinations in the park: the beloved Student Art Tent, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, and the always in-demand Panoply Face Painting Tent, presented by Mirabelle Chan and the Pei-Ling Charitable Trust. But remember too that you'll also want to check out our interactive Panoply Letters Community Art Project, presented by Shoal, great craft beer and wine, fabulous festival food from a record number 18 food trucks and food vendors, and of course Panoply Fireworks on Friday and Saturday night, presented by our friends at Delta Research. Also on Friday night, we will say thank you to our armed forces through Panoply Military Salute Night, sponsored by Leidos, where all active duty military reserves and their dependents are admitted free of charge to the festival. Now, if you're like me, you're thinking, wow, what more can they put into Big Spring Park, Maine? Well, we're happy to report that the Panoply Zen Zone is also returning to the festival this year. And this sensory-friendly space within the festival is presented by Huntsville Hospital Women's and Children. Panoply, by definition, is a magnificent array. But at the Panoply Zen Zone, festival goers of all ages will find an intentionally designed space in Big Spring Park that provides sensory resources for all attendees to better enjoy the festival experience. So there you have it. There's art, there's music, there's more. And we are only able to do this, and only able to celebrate 43 years of this signature community event because of this community, because of our corporate sponsors, because of our volunteers, and because of the amazing partnership we have with the City of Huntsville. And of course, thanks to the year-round support of our board of directors. So it's now my pleasure to introduce our board president, Robert Lockwood.
Thanks, Allison. Again, I'm Robert Lockwood. It's my real privilege to serve as the president of the board of directors of Arts Huntsville. And since I've got a lot of people and a lot of cameras looking at me, I'll take a moment of personal privilege. Panoply is such a special event for the Lockwood family. My father-in-law, for years, played in a band in town called Reunion. And they played at Panoply for more than 20 years. And then my son Carter was privileged in middle school to win the homegrown Huntsville competition, and he earned the privilege with his high school band to play at Panoply. Now, unfortunately, the artistic genes did not hit either me or my wife. But that's okay, because we still love Panoply, and I'm just going to share a quick sort of anecdote about how we really do enjoy it every year. And that is, my wife and I might not be artists, but we know good art when we see it. And every year we really enjoy the art marketplace. And the way we approach it is she will walk clockwise around the marketplace, and I'll branch off and I'll walk counterclockwise. And we're not allowed to talk to each other the entire time while we review all the art. Then once we've both completed a circuit, we meet back at our original point, and we each decide what is our favorite thing that we saw. And then if it works out that both of us are really drawn to a piece of art, we purchase it. And it's been such a privilege for us, both at my office and at my home. I've got several pieces of art that my wife and I have been able to curate over the years from the marketplace, and we're looking forward to doing it again this year. So now let me also tell you a little bit about the activities that are going on through our community partners and our volunteers. First of all, Arts Huntsville does not run without its incredible staff. And I see, obviously, we have Allison. She is obviously our executive director, but I see our staff members here today. Guys, thank you so much for everything you do. Please join me in thanking all of our staff. And obviously, the staff helps provide guidance to the volunteers at Panoply. And there is absolutely no way that Panoply could succeed without the immense amount of volunteer manpower that we receive every year. Our volunteer leadership includes community members who've been working for 10, 20, 30. We've even got some volunteers that have volunteered every year for 42 years, which is unbelievable to me. And it just is a testament to the dedication to their community, to Huntsville, and helping to make it be a great place to live. Our Panoply leadership team is led by a dozen longtime volunteers, and they are supported then by 100 committee chairs. Then the committee chairs have folks working under them. All total, we get more than 1,200 volunteers at Panoply this year who really help to make this a success. And obviously they put in a lot of work. They're entitled to a little rest and a little privilege, so we have the Volunteer Check-In Center that is sponsored by Torch Technologies. And once again, we are so thankful to Torch for their sponsorship and support. Obviously, then beyond that, we receive an immense amount of support throughout our community and from our government leaders. Not only do we have the city of Huntsville supporting us, but we also have the support of the city of Huntsville's police and fire departments who are on the scene, parking services, Operation Green Team, General Service, Public Works, and more. Beyond that, we also receive support directly from the Madison County Commission and Madison County Chairman Matt McCutcheon. And then obviously, we could not do this without the support from HEMC and our volunteer services there. Now, obviously, we do have one key individual who leads all of those efforts in our community. He's a man that has helped promote Huntsville as a smart place to work and who helps develop Huntsville as a great place to live. Panoply would not be able to thrive if it weren't for the success and the support that we receive from Mayor Tommy Battle, and I hope you'll join me in welcoming him today.
Thank you, Robert. Thinking back 42, 43 years ago, I think there's some of us in this room were at some of the first of the Panoply and got to see how this community responded to the demand for arts. The arts of the performing arts, the arts of the visual arts, and the idea that you can have fun when you have arts in place. And so this is one of the great events that we have every year. We all look forward to Panoply every year. We look forward to the clear, cloudless skies and the warm weather and just a beautiful time for everyone to be out. And it kind of says that's the end of winter. It's the time that the community gathers together and we all put together a face of this is a great place to live. And to Allison, Arts Huntsville, and to the board, thank you for what y'all do, because This event is one of the events that is just a signature event for our quality of life. It tells you what our community is about and gives us a great place that people want to come and be a part of. And when they come to Panoply, we can't get rid of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Battle. Again, thank you for your year-round support of the arts. And thank you for expanding Big Spring Park, because we can't wait for that expanding canvas that's to come. All right, we've covered the art, we've covered the music, we've covered more. There's one more thing that I have to say, and you can probably say it with me. Tickets are on sale right now. Truly, you can go to artshuntsville.org and purchase your tickets today. And our tickets are sponsored by our friends at Redstone Federal Credit Union. Now, I'm also excited to share with you this bit of news, because unlike the price of eggs, Panoply tickets have not increased in price. So in fact, our Panoply weekend tickets are just $20, and an adult day pass is just $15. So, put this down. You have until 4 p.m. on Friday, April 25th to purchase your weekend pass that will get you into all of the festival activities. And then either online or at the gate during the festival, you can purchase those $15 tickets. But remember, kids 12 and under are always admitted free to the festival. So with that, I just have to remind you, at Panoply, from April 25th through the 27th, you will get to see 17 musical performances, over 100 visual artists, and over a dozen free hands-on STEAM and art activities. And so with that, as I always say, there is no better entertainment value around. So I look forward to seeing all of you at our 43rd annual Panoply Arts Festival from April 25th through the 27th, presented by our friends at Mazda Toyota Manufacturing, all right in downtown Huntsville in the heart of Big Spring Park. I will see all of you there. Thank you.